For the first time, I stood up and actually thought, this is dangerous what I'm doing now.
I wish there was something I could do to help, but I can't think of anything I could do.
I've always wanted to give something back.
This is the biggest challenge that the ambulance service has ever had to confront.
I'm scared no matter what precautions you take.
I can't live each day wondering what's going to happen. You kind of just have to live in the moment.
During those bad jobs, it's actually OK to say, I'm not coping very well.
He's positive for COVID.
COVID-19 has changed all of us.
People have stood up. People have made some real big sacrifices.
My life has completely changed. I'm on my own.
Physically, you can't see anybody, you can't hug anybody. That's been hard.
I'm worried about my mum and my children. Am I going to bring it home to them?
I just hope I get it right, because it's somebody's life at the end of that call.
We have absolutely seen the best. And it starts with our frontline staff.
I'm not a hero. This is what I said I would do.
We are in a pandemic. With this word, the World Health Organization is telling us all to get more prepared.
The Health Secretary says they need 250,000 volunteers to help the NHS fight coronavirus.
Hello. Spell your first surname.
M-A-N-N. You are in classroom 2. So if you'd like to follow Andy, he'll take you to your classroom. Next, please. So if you'd like to go down that corridor, someone will show you where to go. Next, please. You're going to be ACA 4, which is up floor, please.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next, please.
So are you concerned regarding coronavirus, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so have you been confirmed as having it?
Just to let you know, the crew will come in protective gear.
Do you want to start filtering people through for me? Spread out a bit for me. Yeah. If we go 4 or 5 at a time.
If you could just move up one, so that you've got the space between you.
I've always been in sales. Always been in sales. It's always been out talking to people, getting to buy stuff and getting commission. So this is a complete jump. Do you know what I mean? There's no way in the world I would have ever thought about doing something like this.
The West Midlands has been the hardest hit so far of any part of the UK outside of London. We are deploying additional staff onto the front line, more ambulances and more staff being recruited into our emergency control room and into our 111 call centre.
It is daunting, but we did have the choice. No matter what precautions you take, that no matter how much you look after yourself, there's always a possibility. There's always that small percentage that you could contract it. If it's warm, it's because I'm nervous, okay?
Okay. 36.6. Okay. There you go.
On the dot.
For all of our staff that are unwell and in hospital as a consequence of COVID, I send them all a card just so they know that we're thinking of them and that they might not be at work, but they're not forgotten. I think it's really important that that they know that, and equally their families do. So of the 7 that are in hospital currently, 3 of those are unfortunately in ITU. 2. These are the year 2s, yeah.
Morning all.
It's good to see you. The first thing I wanted to say to all of you is a really, really big thank you for everything that you've done, and I'm really, really grateful for the way in which you stepped forward. So you'll spend this week with our excellent tutors to undertake the additional upskill training to equip you to undertake that really, really important role from next weekend. Behind each and every one of you, there is a loved one at home or a family. So I'd ask all of you, when you go home tonight, to please pass on my personal thanks to those people that are supporting you as you undertake this essential role. Thank you for everything you're doing, and above all else, please keep safe. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's approaching the peak of the pandemic, but the human cost is greater than almost anywhere else in Britain. Birmingham's been hit fast and hit hard.
He can breathe. Please send the ambulance. Please, please.
Calm down.
No, he can die. He can die.
He's come down with this bad cough and virus since Monday.
Are you calling about coronavirus?
Does he seem like he's gasping for breath?
And you got this crackling when you're breathing?
Just go with COVID.
So in 111, we are seeing a definite increase in demand. We would normally expect to see between 3,500 and 4,000 calls on a busy weekday. At the moment, we're experiencing anything up to 16,000 calls. We're not managing to answer all those calls, but what we are doing is doing all that we can to recruit extra staff to manage that volume of calls.
Okay then, so welcome to West Midlands Ambulance Service, and thank you all for taking the time to come and put yourselves out. We're going to do a bit of an introduction because you're going to be spending the next week together. So we'll go around the room and introduce ourselves.
I'm Lydia, I'm a sports therapist, so obviously sports on break for now.
I'm Cara and I'm a law student.
I'm Jackie, and I was self-employed, and prior to that I was a team leader in the sales department. I was watching the news all the time. I said, I wish there was something I could do to help, but I can't think of anything I could do. Because I can't drive a lorry and stuff like that, so I can't really do any of that. But I was just going through the internet. I was looking, actually, I saw it on Facebook, anybody please help. And I thought, oh, OK then. And I thought, you know, I'm going to give it a go. If they don't want me or need me, that's fair enough.
What is it you're going to be learning the next week? So, in a nutshell, it's hundreds of clinical questions that are arranged into symptom-based pathways. So, you have to be specially trained to use it. You have to be a specially trained call assessor, which is what you guys are doing here now. You cannot diagnose a patient's condition over the phone without seeing them, without running face-to-face tests, without being able to do clinical diagnoses. We need to make sure that we don't diagnose the patient, because that can be very dangerous.
Before this, I was an A-level student. Not only was A-levels cancelled, you know, your life sort of goes into lockdown, and, you know, my 18th birthday was under lockdown, which is, you know, something that you normally, you know, look forward to and everything, and it was all planned. I haven't been able to buy my first drink in a pub, which of course is a rite of passage on most people's 18th birthday.
So in a child then, Ollie, what could you ask Mum about a child?
I suppose, are they able to get out of bed? Are they browsable?
Yeah.
Are they able to, you know, play and do their normal?
Excellent.
Are they playful? Because
playful.
Of course, children normally are.
Exactly, that's a big thing for children. That's all they're going to be doing, isn't it? Playing. Well done, Ollie. Well done, excellent.
I'll check this room.
Yeah.
All right? So you walk into the room and you find a patient on the floor.
Okay.
All right? So start from the top, as much as you can remember.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I've got no response from my patient, so I'm just going to quickly do the scissor technique just to look at the top of the airway. Is there anything I can see that might be occluding the airway here?
No, oropharynx is clear.
Okay, I'm going to use my OPA, so I'm going to...
Wrong size. Don't panic, just try and keep calm. These are year 2 students, university students, so they're only the second year. But we now need them to help us out there One minute they're at university and the next minute they've been asked to come onto Frontline. I'm sure they're nervous.
The deployment of Year 2 and Year 3 students is the first time that we've ever used those on the front line as part of a crew. The mobilisation of student paramedics onto the front line is not without risk, I recognise that, but frankly doing nothing was never an option.
So you've got an eye.
Okay,
Try that.
There's a part of me that said, no, Sam, just have a couple of days in bed. But I didn't know when it was going to end, and for me, I couldn't be staying in the house until God knows when. I had to get out there, be busy, and obviously helping people's just a bonus.
So just do what you can. I appreciate you've got home lives and I appreciate you've just done a 10-hour day. So to go home and start all over again is not ideal. Thank you for your hard work and have a safe journey home.
See you tomorrow.
See you. Bye. Safe journey.
It was straight in there. Really, really in-depth for a first day. Just to have to get it right, because it's somebody's life at the end of that call. So I want to make sure, that's why I keep asking a lot of questions, because I don't want to miss anything out and then get live and then I haven't understood.
Personal protective equipment, PPE, is at the heart of our fight against coronavirus. So reports of widespread PPE shortages are stirring fears, with growing numbers of doctors and nurses infected and even dying.
New advice from Public Health England says employees should reuse gowns or wear different kit if the gear's running low.
Today is going to be nerve-wracking. Coming straight from the training school yesterday to obviously this first day today, it's a bit petrifying. A lot more responsibility on the shoulders, but I'm excited but nervous.
We have over 100 Year 2 student paramedic volunteers that have stepped forward to increase the number of emergency ambulances on the streets. At peak on a normal average day, we would be deploying about 300, 350 ambulances on the streets of the whole of the West Midlands. We're now peaking at between 500 and 550 emergency ambulances every single day.
Rich is a paramedic. He's very bubbly. From Rich, I'm hoping to learn from him his clinical skills. I'm hoping to take some of his confidence that he has with patients to be able to progress myself. And I'm sure the first shift out with him is going to be exciting.
An 85-year-old female. She's got a pulmonary disorder, struggling with her breathing, and she feels weak.
If she has got COVID and she's had COVID and she's been managing with it, that may have exacerbated her condition. I hope she's not on her own.
No, me either.
It's not nice.
You can be rushing to put your mask on and your gloves, but you need to make sure your gloves are on properly and your mask's fully covering your nose and your mouth, because not making sure your PPE is right is what causes people to contract the virus, and it's those little mistakes that you end up taking back home to your family and stuff, and that's a mistake that we can't really risk.
Do you feel safe when you're out there?
I'd say it's 50-50. I can't say for sure. Yes, I feel safe. The risk's always going to be there. You can't be too safe. You can't be sure. It's dangerous. It's scary.
So when did this happen? Tell me about what's happened.
All day I've been feeling a bit weak in my legs and that.
Okay.
And, my breathing's been pretty bad. And
Can I pop this on your finger, Beatrice?
We'll pop her into hospital, but we'll give her a bit of oxygen, see whether we can perk her up a little bit. But we will have to pop her into hospital. It's what your mum needs, because they've got a bit more information, they've got a bit more history about what goes on with your mum as well. So we'll get her sorted, we'll see. All right? Yeah, don't be upset.
I was scared. I don't know if you're going now, but coming back.
Oh, I don't think she's at that there. I don't think she's there. Yeah?
Don't get upset about it, Beatrice. Honestly, listen. I know it's not ideal. It is what needs to happen. We need to get you checked. Someone who can have a listen properly, maybe an X-ray, just do a scan. Okay? Don't need to get upset about it, okay?
Can you go with me, Mum? I can't, Dad. They don't allow you now.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not allowing visitors in the A&E.
Because of all this that's going on.
Yeah.
Well, how long do you think you're going to be there?
I don't know. I try not to guess.
No.
If she's there, she's in the best place, isn't she? She's where she needs to be. Yeah.
Nice and steady. There we go.
Lovely. Swing them pins round.
Behave yourself, right?
Right. She will. Bless her.
Oh, baby, you know the world. Do you like that song? Should I not bother singing at all?
My husband used to be a singer.
Did they?
Used to go on the stage.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Who for? Was it a band or anything specific?
Railway Club.
Yeah.
Railway Club.
I feel like you have a great responsibility because the patient could be sat up talking to you, happy as day, and things can change very quickly. It's a lot of weight on the shoulders, but a weight I'm happy to carry.
When you're ready, mate. Happy?
We all unhooked, yeah?
Yeah.
This is the worst public health crisis for a generation. Many more families are going to lose loved ones before their time.
And you are calling about the coronavirus, just to confirm, yes? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Has it become breathless or more breathless than usual since the problem began? Okay, and you're having shortness of breath at the moment?
Thank you so much for your time. I know you're extremely busy. I appreciate your time.
Oh, it's absolutely no problem at all. Thank you so much for your call.
Thank you.
It did take us by surprise. We were expecting it to get busy, but to get so busy that we were inundated almost instantly after a Prime Minister addresses the public and gives a very clear message about what's happening with regards to COVID-19. Yeah, that was a little bit of a surprise, I have to say.
So I've set the computer up for you. Right, so when you're ready.
Hello, you're through to the NHS 111 service. You're speaking to Ollie. I'm a call assessor. Are you calling for yourself or somebody else today?
I'm flipping nervous. I don't know why, because I'm quite confident on the phone. It's just I've got to make sure that I get the right disposition, the end point. That's the thing, because I tend to, and I've got to, because I've come from a sales background. I'm used to doing like opening and leading questions and filling sentences in when there's pregnant pauses and things like that. So I've got to keep that in mind. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm trying to save somebody, hopefully.
And what's the main reason for contact?
My husband's got back pain.
And how did the back pain start?
It just started 2 days ago.
And did any particular event bring it on?
No, it didn't.
All throughout sort of my fundamental growing years, I've always wanted to, be caring and give something back. I think what happened to Auntie Kate made me realise that actually, how can you be more helpful to families that are still going through this? My Auntie Kate had a cold. I think it was about a week or so before we sort of went into lockdown. It all got pretty serious. So she isolated at home. Then as the lockdown progressed, she just got, worse and worse. and we used the 111 service to, try and find out some advice. And a decision was taken that she needed to go into hospital. At this point, we still didn't know that she had coronavirus. We just thought it was quite a bad chest infection, which she was quite prone to. So she sort of deteriorated along that week. And then she just slowly passed away in early April. I think it's really, hit hard my mum, because she just wanted to be able to give her sister a kiss goodbye, but of course she's not allowed to. And we had the funeral this week, and it was horrible because only 10 people are allowed in, and there's 13, 14 of us in our immediate family, and only 10 of us were allowed in the crematorium, and it was just 10 chairs spaced out, and it was more than 2 meters apart. And it was horrible to see your family broken up, and that sort of half there and half outside.
Excellent. How do you think that one went, Ollie?
I think it went okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was excellent. You asked all the questions perfectly, as per pathways. You probed really well at the beginning. You relayed all the interim care instructions and you gave your worsening. And well done, you conveyed the disposition perfectly. The only reason you didn't get 100% is that you forgot to ask to speak to the patient.
Oh, okay.
I don't know whether you happy clicked, but you went past that question and it was on your script as well.
Oh.
But 98, that's good. Excellent.
OK, so as I said, if you can contact your GP as soon as possible, and then any problems, just give us a call back.
OK then. Well, thank you very much for your help.
Thanks for your call
okay,
today.
Then, bye-bye.
Bye. That was well stumbly.
It was OK. Yes, you might feel like it's a bit stumbly, but look at your score.
What?
Yeah, there's nothing
How the
wrong
hell
with that
did I get-
call. There's nothing wrong with that call,
God.
OK? You might have been stumbling a bit, but as we said before, that will go when you start taking live calls and your confidence builds and you get used to speaking to the public. So you gave me all the care advice, you gave me the disposition instructions, and that was a really, really good call. So you've passed that first call. Well done.
Wow.
As well as the increase in staffing numbers that we have employed and engaged from each of our universities, obviously there's been a need to increase the number of physical emergency ambulances as well. So we have retained some ambulances that we would otherwise have disposed of to ensure that we maximise the number of emergency ambulances.
That's all received. Thank you. Morning. Hope it's a good shift.
Morning, thank you, and you?
67 Captain King. This is an adult male with chest pain, low oxygen and difficulty breathing.
Yeah, mobile. Yeah, all received on mobile, thank you. It wasn't difficult personally to step forward because being a paramedic is something I've wanted to do since I was 12 years old. The risk to my family and myself was obviously a big worry in the back of my mind. My mum is a diabetic, so she's obviously high risk. But me and my brother are both frontline workers. My brother's a police officer, so he's out there being exposed to it. I am only 20 years old at the end of the day. It is a lot of responsibility and a lot of added pressure. It's quite a young age to have so much responsibility, but I can't live each day wondering what's going to happen. You kind of just have to live each day in the moment. Chest pain, low oxygen, chest/upper back pain, previously diagnosed with heart condition, onset in the last 12 hours, pain in the last 12 hours.
You have reached your destination.
Hello. Is he upstairs, is he? Yeah. Is it Greg, did he say?
Yeah.
Have you got any pain anywhere?
It's in my chest now and again, and I keep pain now and again in my back with a cough.
Okay.
Long.
You seem a bit short of breath. Do you feel short of breath?
Yeah, and I've got worse the last 2 days.
So when did the pain start?
This morning, he's woke me up to say he's in pain. We've been shielding.
Yeah.
I've been doing the home dialysis, and it's failed. And he went in and had central line put in on Thursday.
Yeah.
And had his first dialysis on Friday.
So you've had a lot going on, haven't you? So you've got the shortness of breath and the pain. Are you experiencing anything else at the moment?
No.
Have you been near anyone with any COVID symptoms recently or anything like that?
No.
And you've been self-isolating?
I've only been in the house. That's Friday was the first time.
Yeah.
Thursday was the first time I've been out of the house for about 2 months.
Your breathing at the moment is very fast. Okay, your oxygen levels are a little bit low. So I think the best thing to do, you need to see a doctor. Yeah. I know at the moment you don't want to go out the house because of COVID and things like that, but we can't say it is or it isn't COVID.
I know
the only way we can do it is a test.
He needs to go.
Yeah. Do you agree? Are you happy with that?
I don't really want him to go. He's frightened he's not going to come back. But
oh, bless you.
He'll get too sick here anyway.
Yeah. So that's the thing,
it's
yeah.
for the best. If you feel poorly at any time, Greg, obviously just stop and let us know, okay?
Put your phone in. Yeah. He was perfectly fit and healthy. We used to play football, we were very sociable. He's got a rare immune disease. They're saying they've never seen this disease that he's got. Basically, his own body's attacking itself and destroying his organs. They did say that he was one of the most complex patients that they've got coming through the hospital. As in management, they can't get the disease under control. He was terrified going out of the house. He said, I'm not going out, I don't want to go out of the house. And to the point that he hasn't even been in the garden. COVID is terrifying.
It's a scary time at the minute, isn't it?
It is, yeah, for everybody.
Is that what was worrying you most about going? Just the whole COVID and everything, yeah?
I know how frail I am with what I've already got.
Yeah.
To do without that as well.
I'm going to say, it's scary for people when
Because my immune system's not very good, so you've got to fight it.
Well, fingers crossed. You'll be in and out in no time.
Yeah.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
He's finding it hard to breathe.
Okay, but he is breathing. Is he awake?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the reason for the call, he's having trouble with his breathing?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't bear with, I'm just organising the help, okay?
It was pretty nerve-wracking. We listened into some calls yesterday. It was quite strange to actually hear a proper patient on the end of the line. So it was quite scary to think that today that almost their life or their query is sort of in your hands.
If you need me, you're not sure what to do, you're worried, you just say, just bear with me a moment, I'm going to put you on with your disconnection advice, and then obviously you'll ask me and I'll help and support you.
Great stuff.
All right.
Gives some butterflies, doesn't it?
What's happening? No, it's just nerves.
What nerves happening?
Nerves.
Hello, you're through to the NHS 111 service. My name is Ollie and I'm a call assessor. Are you calling for yourself or somebody else today?
I woke up this morning, I've got pain when I breathe.
So above your chest?
Yeah.
The things that was worrying me was if I come with somebody who's had a stroke. Because after finding my dad. When I rang the ambulance about my dad, though, I just kept running outside because I didn't know what to do. And this chap just kept me so calm and said, put the phone by your dad's mouth. Really kept me calm, which to a really fraught, frantic situation. I think that's what sort of made me think, OK, they really helped me that day. Are you calling about coronavirus?
I think it might be related.
Do you feel like you've become more breathless? If that you become more breathless or more breathless than usual since the problem began?
Yeah, can I take a brief reason for the call today, please?
Well, I'm in pain, down below.
Okay, you said that the problem was down below. Is that a vaginal problem or a rectum problem?
Yeah, vaginal. And it's affecting me badly because I can't walk sometimes. The pain is horrendous.
Margaret, I'm just going to ask you a series of questions just so that we can try and get the most appropriate help for you today, okay?
Yeah.
But best be safe than sorry, so just give the doctor a call.
Okay, will do.
All right, so all the best then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, bye-bye. If they've rang you, they want some help. It's the worst time in their lives. They're panicking and they don't know what to do. They can't go out the house and shout the neighbours, ground the neighbours. They can't do that. There's just them. They're isolated. And the only people they can ring is the emergency services.
So from the information that you've given me, my advice is that you need to contact a primary care service within 6 hours.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well done, that was a good call. It's a very difficult subject, isn't it? But you put the patient at ease, so that was all really good.
It's quite a strange call because, of course, it was quite a personal sort of thing, and especially with it being an older lady as well, it was not exactly the most comfortable call to start off with.
Well done. You spoke in a really nice manner, nice tone, very helpful on that call.
It's your first call, you should be proud of yourself.
COVID chest pain. I'll never forget that. First call, COVID chest pain.
The 111, isn't it? Yeah.
Patient is lethargic, has a temperature, tummy ache and diarrhoea, and he's 84.
At least 100 health and care workers have now died with coronavirus. That's according to a nursing website that's been recording fatalities since the outbreak began, a figure far higher than the 27 publicly verified by the government.
Before starting this job role, there was a lot in the news about key workers losing their lives to coronavirus and paramedics actually losing their lives. That was obviously something that's going to play on my mind, whether I should have actually done this job role or not. However, it hasn't stopped me from wanting to do it. I can't really live in fear that I'm going to catch the coronavirus.
Which number is he in? 13, lovely. Have you got any COVID patients here?
No, none whatsoever.
Lovely.
Hello. Is it George? What's been going on today, George?
Well,
How much feel your wrist?
Decide.
What's it feel here? You've got a pain in the bottom of your back? How long have you had this pain for?
It's last Friday.
Since last Friday? Yeah. Okay.
Do you feel a bit short of breath at the moment?
No, not really.
Because your lips are a little bit blue and your oxygen levels are a little bit lower than we'd expect. I was seeing if you had cold hands.
Yeah, we'll call her Mama.
Cold hands, warm heart. Oh, bless you. George, are we able to get you into your bedroom so we can lie down and have a look at your stomach?
Yeah, sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
You take your time.
Can you have a little lie down for us if you pop your head right up there so we can have a look at your tummy?
Does that make the pain worse, George, when you moved?
Oh, it does, yeah.
George,
Oh,
is it all right if we pop you to the hospital?
I'm not going to hospital.
You're not going. Do you know why we want to take you to hospital?
Check his pain.
I think you do need it, George.
If you can't get me slippers, to be able to go home.
Well done. Okay.
There we go.
Watch your
Slide
fingers.
your hand. Scream if you want to go faster, George. Do you have a wife, George?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. How long have you been...
I had a wife, she died.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. How long were you married for?
Oh, for 50 years.
Wow. I bet you miss her, don't you?
Do I?
Yeah.
Nobody like her.
Nobody like her?
Nobody like her.
Oh.
Sometimes I sit down watching the telly, and I think she's still with me.
Yeah. How long ago did she pass away?
Pardon?
How long ago did she pass?
About 12 years ago now.
Oh, bless you. When I was 16, my dad passed away. And I feel like being such a young age when he did pass away opened my eyes to the real world. And opened my eyes that actually being a paramedic is something that I wanted to be. And you've kind of got to take the good from the bad in a way that his death has made me where I am today, made me the person that I am today, and has driven me to want to help people who are in their hour of need. You're just pulling up to the hospital now, George, okay?
Go on, how'd you get on your first day?
Yeah, so I started taking my first call, so that was
Did you actually? Did you have your first live call?
Yeah, so I had my first live call, and it's really quite nerve-wracking because although we've listened into calls and we've done scenario training, it doesn't actually take away from the scariness. It's going to be a live patient, actually someone at the end of the line. And there's a beep that goes.
How did you feel?
Oh, really nervous. It's like a deep
Really
thumping
scary.
because you dial into the phone and then you sort of just wait, so it's a silence, so you don't really want to talk or anything. And then all of a sudden you just get a beep on the line, and then the person comes straight on, so you just say, hello, you're through to the NHS.
Did you feel
111.
confident that you could
Yeah,
help
definitely.
them
As soon as, because we've been so well trained, we know exactly what to do in that scenario. Of course, it doesn't take away from the nervousness of answering your first call and that actually being a proper patient. Yeah, it was definitely, a strange feeling to have like the patient on the end of the line.
So I checked my temperature last night just out of curiosity, and my temperature was about 38 degrees. I didn't really think much of it, took some paracetamol, had an early night. I've woken up this morning feeling really like groggy and sleepy and just generally not well. Took my temperature again and it was 39.1 degrees. I'm worried for my own health. I'm sad for my family's health as well, just in case I do pass it on to my brother and my mum, obviously, because we are isolating together. So I obviously rang my officer and he sorted out a test for me in the morning to see if it is coronavirus or not. Today I'm going to Wolverhampton to get a test to see if I have got COVID or not. I was showed some symptoms over the past couple of days. I've had a bit of a temperature, a bit of a cough. Been out on the front line for 2 days, but I've been careful with everything that I've been doing. I've had my PPE on and everything. Go free, thank you. I am obviously worried and anxious that it could be COVID. Fingers crossed it's not, but we'll have to wait and see.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Right then, here we go. This side first. Nice and still for me. Okay, that's really good. That's as hard as I'm going to go there.
Oh, hold on.
Well done.
Oh, it's made my eyes water.
All right.
Yeah.
The results are coming back within about 4 to 5 days, but I also know some are coming through a lot quicker than that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And you.
Bye.
See you later.
General public, please be kind to me for the next 10 calls.
They will.
Please be kind to me.
They will.
Right, here we go. Let's do it.
This is your sign-off process. You have to pass 8 of the 10 calls. All of the calls have to be clinically safe. So whenever you're ready, you want to pop your earphones on, and then we'll start this. Start your sign-off.
You're through to 111 service. My name is Jackie. I'm a call assessor. Are you calling for yourself or for somebody else?
I'm calling for myself. Can you just speak to me for 5 minutes, please? Because I know it's a crisis for everybody else. We're having crisis as well, mate. I've got mental health conditions. I'm diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder.
Is this a known mental health problem that's got worse over the period?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
I've been sectioned for it before and I've been in hospitals and whatnot.
Is there an immediate risk of violence? Have you harmed someone?
No.
Okay. Have you threatened somebody at all?
No.
And are you intending to harm anyone?
Myself, if anyone.
Okay, carry on.
No, I'm people. Not like to hurt people, is it?
I've got to ask you this as well. Have things gotten so bad that you're thinking about ending your life?
Those thoughts have entered my head. I've sort of gone onto that sort of...
Is that today?
Is that today?
Yeah, today and from last night.
So is it feeling like that now?
So are you feeling like that right now?
I'm feeling crap. I don't feel like I want to act on any actions to kill myself, to be fair. I don't feel like I want to act on any actions, but them thoughts want to come in to my head.
It's all right. You're doing really well, and you're really being helpful answering all my questions. Do you think I've found a service that could be able to help? Do you think you could get to 15 Katie Road? It's the Katie Road Walk-in Centre. Let them know you've been assessed by 111 and they've recommended this course of action.
Talks to you.
Okay, and someone there will be able to talk to you and.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated, boss.
Yeah. Okay. Take care. Look after yourself. Stay safe.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I'll let you drop. Bye.
Bye.
Well done.
It's tough.
They are tough, those calls. The trouble is, mental health isn't really at its best, especially for men, and especially at the moment with the COVID concern, there's not a lot of help. People can feel very isolated, very cut off. You kept me cool really well there, and did all that we could, really. Hopefully he'll get to then, I'll give him some help.
8 to go.
8 to go, I know.
You're through to 111 service. My name is Jackie. I'm a call assessor. Are you calling for yourself or for somebody else?
Calling for my daughter.
OK, and can I take your contact telephone number, please?
The coronavirus outbreak is fertile ground for those with any mental health conditions, the uncertainty and unpredictability of it.
And there are many concerns about how elderly people will manage over a long period of isolation at home. Will the answer lie in local communities rallying around?
21, 25.
I wonder whether Betty's in this little house here. Hello.
Let's start from the top. What's your name, sweet?
Betty.
Betty, I'm Sam. This is Rich.
I've done 40 years nursing, I have, and I don't have a bit of luck now, even now.
Oh, wow. What type of nurse were you?
I'm a qualified nurse.
Yeah?
Well, I'll best be on my best behaviour then, haven't I?
I bet
you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you could tell us a few things, couldn't you?
Right, Betty.
Oh, yeah.
What's the reason for the call?
It's
what can
my
we do
knee.
for you?
I can't walk on my knee.
OK.
I don't know whether I ought to show you this or not. You know, it's a bit presumptuous, isn't it, to have you and show you my knee.
Oh, bless you.
Oh,
OK.
it's ever so painful.
Are you here on your own?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got no living relatives at all now.
Oh, bless
They're
you.
all up there.
Yeah. Who's coming in and looking after you then?
Nobody. I haven't got anybody.
It's what to do with you Betty, really, today. One of the worries at the moment for me, especially with this virus, is that you've been self-isolating really well for the past couple of weeks. I don't want to break that if I don't have to. I don't think if we took you to A&E anyway with the coronavirus or not, whether they'd do anything today for you,
No,
other
I don't
than
think they would.
refer you to your GP.
It's just the loneliness that gets to me.
I know, Betty.
Because I've never been used to it. I've always gone to work, you know.
In a way, Betty, I think this call's been more about that, hasn't it, than about the knee.
Mm. Yeah, I get ever so lonely.
I know.
Enough to drive you mad. I just feel that I just don't want to be here at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry, Betty.
You can't think like that.
I'll be quite happy to go now because I've had enough.
You don't need to think like that, Betty. That's the thing, though. When you're on your own, you're stuck with your own thoughts. You continue to overthink. And it's hard to get out of that process. But you just try and throw anything, just that little bit of positivity in, and honestly, it'll help.
You know what I could do with, don't you, coming out with you in the ambulance and going round with you?
Oh, you want to come and...
You could drop me off at night. I wouldn't be a bit of trouble.
Oh, they were asking retired nurses to come back to the NHS, weren't they, for the
Yeah,
for
if
the
I had
COVID?
had this bad knee, you know, I'd have gone.
Would you?
Yeah, I would.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I would have gone.
I think, Betty, once you're a carer, you're always a carer, aren't
Oh,
you? You always
never,
care for
you
people.
never lose that, do you?
You'll be all right. You know where we are when you need us. We'll all come and help, all right? Yeah. You take care, Betty.
Thanks ever so much for me.
Look after yourself, OK, sweet?
That was very helpful, Ollie. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well done, Ollie. That was a really good call. 100% call. Did everything that we could. You went down the right pathway. So we've got all 10 calls taken and passed successfulally.
Smashing.
I'm going to give you your epaulets. So you're a fully fledged call assessor.
Cheers, thank you.
So you are fully fledged as a call assessor and also are. Woo, woo, woo. Hello.
That's it.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like I'm part of those now. To think when I came in here, I looked at all these guys and I thought, God, how much knowledge have you all got? And I've got to learn all that in 2 weeks. And now I feel like I'm not probably there, but I'm nearly there. Do you know what I mean? I feel really, really good.
Hello, you're through to NHS 111 service. My name is Ollie and I'm a call assessor. Are you calling for yourself or somebody else today?
My name is Jackie. I'm a call assessor. Are you calling for yourself or for somebody else?